because every soldier has these swords, you know, the noblemen got it because they were no longer seen. Well, everybody has a sword, what about me? So they actually got a bigger sword. so basically, what they done was, this was perfectly useless in the field of battle. Although there's certain pictures painted 100 years later of heroic Henry V, or, you know, carrying swords like this, they could be sort of altered to make the heroism a bit more, and so it made it look more fantastic. However, most of these swords were ceremonial, were sort of status symbols. The size of the sword, in fact, was more closer related to how many staff you had working for you. You never actually held this sword yourself, walking around your land. You paid two people, maybe one person, to hold the sword for you. So you say, if you were challenged in a dueling situation by another landlord, you go, sword. And they handed you the sword. In the dueling situation, it was strictly like a boxing match. You went to town like so, you held your, it was the beginning of the swordsmanship. So it all came down like, this was the beginning of the sword as a tie of the rich, as opposed to a weapon of the sword. So what you had was, this was, again, swordsmanship came to you, you had to deflect. You're still wearing this like this. So there was no sort of like, there was no chance of you getting killed in a duel. And in fact, it was frowned upon if you killed your opponent in a duel, because even in medieval times, murder was still murder, you know. So you couldn't really kill the person. The best thing you could do was injure them. And it was points, in fact. It was 2 points for a hit in the head. You know, if you hit the person's head and they didn't deflect it, 2 points. If you hit the arm, again, 2 points, you know, but you couldn't hit the legs. The legs were off limits. But you'd only really ever last about 5 minutes with this, because of the weight of it. And even all of this was just fantastic finery. I mean, this is the sword as is. There's no actual parts missing off this, as far as we know. It's all there. This sword, the organic part in it, and the handle needs to be leather and bone. That's gone. This one also had a handle, probably copper wrapped around in a kind of twine like that. You made it to, you tried to personalize it a bit. It was really a rough and ready weapon. This here said, oh, I've got lots of people working for me. This shows how many people I have, you know. But of course, if you lost so many battles, if you lost so many duels in this, your reputation was unrecoverable. So basically, it was worse than getting your head chopped off. Because nobody wanted you anymore. You're just persona non grata. And there, if anyone wants to actually hold these pieces of history, all you need to do is just grab a pair of white gloves, and you can find out how heavy this sword really is.